Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, middle of the weekday. Yes. And not sure. Let's see. Oh, connecting. Here comes Mike. We're trying something new, and you guys are the ones that get to see, and we're testing it today. So I'm in the studio, and we're going to get him on here in just a moment. He's at the shop. So let's see. We'll get Big Mike in here. Just give me a second here till he gets hooked up, and he's got some information that he's going to share with you. Okay. So get him in here. So if it's a little bit of a lag, it's because we're trying to get these things figured out. But let's see. Worked the other day. We tested it, and then if some of you were on last week, you saw where it worked whenever Pam and I were testing, and we were there. I think he's still trying to connect. Okay. We will try this. If not, yeah, we'll have to do a do-over. It says it's connecting. I'm sure it's something that I've done that's not right, but give me a second here. So what's everybody sewing today? Okay, we just popped on live. Let's just see. So what's everybody sewing today? Okay, so that may be it didn't pop up yet. Okay. How did put in your comments? You're working on a huge hockey jersey quilt. Oh, nice, nice. So everybody's working on some projects. What about classes yesterday? How was your classes? Did you take everybody that was on yesterday? Well, I'm not for sure why this is not working, but he's trying to come in on his phone. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and continue. If we can get Mike on, great. If not, I guess I'll have to figure it out. The lace class. Yes, that's what I wanted to ask about. What did you guys think about the lace class? Wasn't it fun? Oh my gosh. You know, you've got the choice of making your own lace, or you can get lace. There were some great lace projects. Or you know how she showed you the lace from the Kimberbell. Yeah, this was Kimberbell's. This is we did this. We had this on display at the store. So the lace that is either freestanding, or in this case we saw did the lace right on the goodness, right on the pillow. So that was what's really cool about that package from Kimberbell is all of those pieces. You see all these flowers on here? Yeah, all of these flowers, those can be individual as well. So you may notice, let's see, if you notice this one right here looks very similar to this one. Yeah, all those little elements are freestanding and available on the design pack, and they have it on sale on on Dime. I think we have a few of them in the shop, but they're available on Dime's website if you were in the class. Now, if you missed it, no worries. Check your email from yesterday. I sent you the link. Even if you missed that link, go to our website. The link is still there. You have 48 hours in which to go back on and watch again. I know I was there watching and working with oh yes, you bought that one from Kimberbell. Yeah, I know, I love it. And I'll tell you what I did, what these are, and they haven't made it yet to the project, but I stitched these out And oh, here comes Mike. Let's see if we can get him in here. I see you. Hang on just 1 second. There we go. Now we've got Mike.
Okay, I'm using my iPhone because the computer never connected.
Okay, well that's okay. We can see you just fine. Go right ahead. I gave you the whole screen.
Okay. I'm going to talk to you a minute about USB sticks, and then I want to go to pre-wound bobbins. Okay. Your sewing machines, whenever you put a USB stick into your sewing machine, it needs to read the entire USB stick. So if you have a new Solaris, it reads the big USB sticks, okay? But bear in mind, it does take longer to load. So um, if you take, for example, this USB stick, okay, right here, it's 16 gig, all right? If you take this USB stick, it is, oops, I dropped it. It's 2 gig, okay? Physically, if you look at them, they look the same, people. So, putting a big USB stick into some of your older machines, some of your smaller machines, it will not read the stick because it takes up too much memory, too much of the processor. It can't load the stick. That's why we have a box full of USB sticks at the store with our name on them. They're $6. Why are they $6? That's what we paid for. Okay, we don't make a penny on these USB sticks. They're just there. They're 2 gig. Why? So that they work in all of the machines. Okay, that's why we use those USB sticks. And as an example, you can put several months of a needed good, all the formats on one USB stick. Okay, so literally you can put hundreds of designs on one stick. I don't recommend you doing that because it just takes you longer to sort through them and find yourself. So put it on a computer, put it on an external drive on a computer, drag over the files that you want onto a USB stick, and then use that in your sewing machine. For multiple reasons, you don't lose your designs because if the USB stick gets corrupted, then you lose your designs. So put them on something that is a solid state uh, drive or your hard drive on your computer. If you do that, back them up. I mean, um, you just don't want to lose your stuff. Okay? It's easier to have it backed up on an external device. If your computer crashes, your external device is still there. And I recommend a solid state device, okay? Because it has no moving parts. Um, it's less um, apt to get corrupted, and if you drop it, it doesn't break. It's just a better device to use as a backup. Yes, they're a little more expensive, but they hold up very well. Okay? Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is pre-wound bobbins. All right? Um, don't, if your machine comes up and says it's about to run out, take it out and throw it away. Reason being is whenever the machine winds those bobbins, sometimes they cross-wind at the bottom, okay? If they get cross-wound at the bottom, you can, and you notice I said can, have it catch, break a needle, break a bobbin case, tear a hole in the project, okay? Now, a needle costs you about $1. A bobbin case costs you about $35. A project costs you however many hours you've been working on it, plus the fabric, plus the stabilizer. So at $12.99 a yard, hmm, I think it's a little more expensive than a yard of bobbin thread costs you 0.004. So less than a penny a yard, less than a half a cent a yard. Okay, so in my estimation, it's better to throw away a yard or two of bobbin thread and not break a needle, not ruin a project, not ruin a bobbin case, and get very frustrated. So that's my recommendation. Do whatever you feel that you want to do, but um, if you break it, bring it on in. I'll fix it. No problem. All right. Any questions?
Oh, let me see. Do we have questions or comments? Everyone was enthralled. They were so busy watching you that they were not making any comments. So we'll give them a second here. Do you have any questions for Mike before I let him get back to work?
Yeah, the slave driver's making me work hard today.
Yep. Nope, no questions or comments. Everyone's happy with, come
All
on,
right.
some thumbs up, ladies. Some love for Mike. Here we go. Jan
I
says
will.
thank you. So you may be excused. Wait a minute. Colleen said good information. I always try to get the last bit of bobbin thread. Guess I better stop that. Yeah, that's what we would recommend because believe me, I have had it, not where I've tried to do that, but where it's gotten down and it still looked like there was some thread on the bobbin, but it was crossed and it popped up.
Okay,
And I
Colleen, what's the price of having your machine repaired in California?
Yeah, no, she said, they just all are agreeing. Jan says, no more bobbin chicken. That's right. It's just not worth it, guys. We were figuring it out the other day, and with the thread and everything else, yeah, it's just not worth it. It really isn't. Lots of hearts and loves for you, Big Mike. Thank you, thank
All
you.
right, I'm gonna hang up.
All
Bye,
right,
ladies.
thank you. Okay, let's see. All right, so he's gone, and let me. All right, yes. That was pretty cool. Took a little bit to get it set up, but that's something that we're working on so that, there we go. Maybe a little bit of delay. I always felt guilty not using it, but not now. Absolutely. And that's what, sometimes you just have to take it down to the ridiculous. And what I mean by that is, I have my real estate license and I've sold real estate since 2000. And that's one of the things that they taught us because, in a transaction, you'd get down to the wire and somebody would be upset about the washer or the dryer or, something. And if you took that and you figured it out, that's what we said, take it down to the ridiculous, how much it was going to cost over, break it down by the day. That's why you see those commercials on TV that always wants you to give money to the different organizations, and they tell you it costs you 63 cents a day, less than a cup of coffee. Same thing. This is going to cost you less than, and we don't think. We try to use it all and to save it. I did have a piece yesterday, and I ended up with a piece this big. It was not embroidery. I was sewing. And my machine, my Solar is sitting here. I was doing piecing for our event, another event that we've got going on, I'll tell you about. and it gets down, it says almost out of thread, and I had one strip and a piece. So I said, okay, let's just try to get, so I got it down to the end of that piece, stopped, opened it up, and I had that much thread left. But that was on sewing because I could see it. I I would not do that. And you know what? A good thing to do on changing out your bobbins too is whenever you're starting a project, um, and you've got this project. There's a lot of embroidery in it. Pop in a new bobbin. Don't throw the old one away. You can save it and you can use it. Unlike needles, you can use it. And this, I do this if it's a big, dense project and I don't want to have to worry about the running out of bobbin thread. I'll just put in a new bobbin. If I'm doing some of the things like Kimberbell and Amelia Scott and Janine Babbage and Dime, and where we're in the beginning of it and it's got to do the tack down, the placement, the tack down, those types of things, the stuff in the beginning, then use your bobbin that doesn't have as much thread and do those stitches, and then you can put it off to the side and save it for doing some things like that instead of playing around with it and worrying about running out of bobbin thread, because that's always a pain in the butt too. So what I was working on, let's see, a couple things that I do want to make sure that I tell you from the lace class yesterday. This is what I was showing you. This is the Kimberbell lace studio. They have it on special from Dime. And I think if we have this, I don't know if we have it in the shop, and I don't remember what the price is on the Dime, but we would meet that price on this product if it's in the shop. Okay, not ordering, but if it's in the shop. Or better yet, order it directly from them from the event yesterday. Because if you go on to the event and you order any of their stuff, their hoops, their other things, instead of us having it in the shop, we still get credit for the sale when we're doing an event. Not every day, but when we're doing an event, we still get credit from the sale. And if you use the word beloved, BELOVED, you get free shipping. Now that's only for 48 hours, and that started yesterday at noon when our event started. So you only have till tomorrow to take advantage of that. But I would definitely watch. Eileen was on it first, and it's always a pleasure to meet up and be with her. When we do those events, I was talking to Mike last night and telling him when we do those events, I have to be on the camera a half hour before it starts, because we get the checks and make sure everything's working, the sound. We chit chat back and forth a little bit, a little bit of an interview, so we know what she knows what she's going to say. And I get to meet the people that are the technical, because they always have a technical person. They get a technical person. I got to do it all myself. That's why mine gets screwed up. They have a technical person that's on with answering the questions and in the chat and that kind of stuff. And we talk a little bit. Then we go in. So that's 30 minutes. So I'm on there. I'm on in the beginning, then we all, step out. But I stay in the background when I've got events going on. I stay there. I'm in the chat. I might be doing some other things, but I still like to watch. And I've been re-watching a little bit on that one because I'm going, and I'll show you guys maybe, let's see, tomorrow or Friday. She showed how quick and easy it is to create in their software, which the software is on sale. Software's on sale. I think it's $4.99 just to make lace, and it's got 1,100 lace designs built into it, and all these pieces. And you can take letters, and it's just really fun stuff. You can take shapes, and there's a shamrock with little shamrocks in it, freestanding lace. So I'm going to tackle that one, and as soon as I get it, I will share it with everybody, because it's just super cute or super cool. But if you're not into that, fine. Here's the place to start. You can just start with this, the Lace Studio Kimberbound, and these designs will come into the lace maker, so it lets you manipulate and do a lot of other stuff and change sizes and things. But this alone is a great deal because inside you have a couple projects as well. I bet you didn't know that. Yep, yep, different projects. And I've seen some of these. They're absolutely beautiful when they're stitched out. You can stitch them two ways. You can stitch them directly on, which is what we did, in all the colors. You could also stitch it in a monochromatic color, so it's more like your traditional lace, but fun lace. And all of these little pieces, they're all separate, so you can use them. And she was showing really cool ideas. You can make earrings, you can make them for key rings, for, we talked the other day, you ever get one of those, the zipper pull, you lose the zipper pull on your jacket, your sweatshirt, or you get a bag and there's no zipper pull on it. You can make all of your own stuff. It's just really, really cool. So inside this design, you have a project for a pillow. You have a project for a table runner. So the instructions and stuff are in there, and then you add your freestanding lace and a tote bag. So it's not just the lace, there's the projects. But the cool thing, and this is what we were doing, our table runners, and this was for the snowman. So we did our, Kimberbell table runner with the snowman. The snowmen need flowers on their hats. Right here. So I stitched these out on the organza freestanding lace, and now I can attach them to the hat. So that's just some of the really, really cool stuff that that you can do. So it's kind of unlimited, but if you like lace, definitely you just have to watch it. It was just some of the ideas. This is our class for March the 1st. This one is a special little wall hanging, Soak Your Troubles Away. I will tell you, it is limited and selling out fast. So if I'm cutting the kits, if you want to take this, you better sign up. I've got to order all of these extra things to get your patterns and your kits and stuff together. This is the pattern. Inside there are 2 sizes, as well as one that's not a wall hanging that can be embroidered separately for a towel. So if you want to put that design on a towel, that's in there. So you're going to get three different designs. Our subscriptions for the table runners, they do take larger hoops, so I know it's not going to be for everybody, but you want to get registered for that if you want the subscription, because I've got I've got to put some cutoffs in there because of having the supplies and being able to get them out to everybody in time. So yes, you could use freestanding lace on all of these projects, dimensional. And she showed you can take, no, that's making patches. That's not the same thing. So I was starting to work on the projects, and these will be revealed in class on tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have the date and the time and everything. This is going to be another series that we're doing, and I've got the dates, middle of March, I believe. This adorable little bag. Zippers, for those of you that wanted to be able to learn how to put zippers in. But not only that, what makes this bag special, besides me having it stuffed with paper, is the vinyl lining. Yes, we've got the product, the vinyl heat and bond. We've got it at the store. You can use this on top of fabric to make it waterproof, water resistant. I mean, if you filled this full of water, it would still leak, but makes it easy to be able to wipe it out on the inside. So this little bag had some extra things going on with it. It's quilted first, the zipper, the lining, these cute little things that go on the end of the zipper. That's something different. That's one of the projects. The table runner I'm still working on. But the bag. This is a backpack type of bag, and you learn to make the straps, the strings, you quilt it. There's an adorable bicycle design available, all quilted first. Then there's the applique with the embroidery. But what's really cool, check out this inside. Yeah, the inside. You make the you've got the sleeve, but look at those seams. Ah, no raw edges. Yeah, because the quilting's done and there's extra layers in there. Your machines will go through this. The Solaris went through it. Uh, so it's nice and sturdy, heavy duty, and something that's a little bit different. So we're bringing some new and different things in. So just, stay tuned. If you've got questions, things that you would like to have or like to see, let me know. And just keep on sewing for the Table Runner subscription. Judy, if you look at each month, okay, there is a subscription. I also have the table, and you can do the subscription or you can do them individually. Okay, so you can do them individually. Judy, what machine do you have? Maybe you can type that in. Or you know what? I can help you out. Hold on. So you can do them individually, or you can subscribe. So there's a couple different ways to do this. But under each month, if you go to the second Saturday of each month, yeah, Viking Topaz. I'm sorry, I don't know a Viking Topaz, so I don't know what size hoop it is. Sorry, I'm not much help there. But if you go on to each month, second Saturday, you don't have to buy them there, but if you click on them, it gives you the information. So it shows you the picture and the information, like this one. And I don't know if you're, oh, here you go. This particular one, and this is the first one in the series, the one we're doing for March, you have to have a stitch field, be able to stitch 6.5 by 8.5. So your hoop has to be bigger than that. Or 170 by 220 millimeters. Okay. I'm looking at some other projects as well that do things with some of the smaller ones. Yours is an 8 by 14. You're good then, Judy. You're fine. You're fine. Actually, 8 by 14 is what I have in the hoop right now. If you let me see. Yes, so you should be fine. This is, whoops. There it is. There's the first bunny. It's really kind of cool too because he has batting underneath, not embroidery batting. I used regular batting, so he's a little bit fluffier, and it's just under this part. It's not under the whole thing. So I think we do all of these pieces, and then trying to work my way through this first one so that I get more used to Amelia Scott's designs. I mean, Kimberbell, I can pretty well put them on and not just go through. I've done so many of them, I can just kind of go through. And the others, I'm getting better with, I've done some of Dimes. I'm getting better with R&Ks, the Hope Yoder. Everybody has things and they do them a little bit differently. So Janine Babbage, I'm reading the instructions. And I'm telling you, I'm reading them. This one is Amelia Scott, same thing. I've got it up on my screen. I read the instructions because I want to make sure that I know and understand how they're written so that I can make sure that I can, teach them. And also, keeping up really cute, cool tips and tricks and those kind of things. Oh, there is a brand new coming out, I think the end of next week. For everybody that likes the table toppers, there's a brand new coffee one. I've already ordered a few of them that Amelia Scott's coming out with. So it's going to be the kind of the rounded shape. It's not round, but it's a table topper. And it's all about coffee and espresso. And it's really, really cute. So they sent me a file. and I'm going to try to get it stitched out so that you guys can see, see what it is. So keep your eyes open, because a lot of the projects that we have, I'm going to be looking at them and bringing some of them in. Some of them will have bigger hoops, but also look at some things that, so we can kind of get a variety and something for everybody, for sewing, embroidery, applique, serger, software. Yeah. See, what happens is I start playing with it, then I have to share it with you guys. So that lace thing, I am making a lace shamrock. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm making a lace shamrock. All right. So does anybody have any questions? Let me see if we've got any other questions on here. Anything you'd like to ask or say before I sign off? This will be available on Facebook, and hopefully, I think when I touch the button, it lets me send it out to YouTube as well. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, our channel is AA, or station, whatever, AA White Sewing Hub. So it's kind of together. Just type in AA White Sewing Hub, and that's where you can find us on YouTube. We're working. I know some people like to follow there, so we're having a little bit of fun. I'm gonna see. Mike is going to share with you how to take your files and move them. If you have actually at Baby Lock and Brother, and I don't remember where the place was. I did it last week on Baby Lock. There's free software you can download that will help you to organize your designs. You could also do that on Toolshed, which is software from free download from Dime. Now, the cool thing about Dime software is it works on a Mac. So anybody who's a Mac user, that's the software to have. If you have PC, you can use all the rest of them. But Dimes is Mac compatible. That's why I have it and I use it. It's on my Mac. I have a little laptop that I use for all the rest of the stuff. And with the Toolshed, if you have it, then if you buy any of their other software, it all comes through the Toolshed app. So then you have all the different ones that that you can add to it if you want to. Somebody asked me if you can use the Baby Lock software to convert files from PES or from another format to PES. I do not know the answer to that. I haven't played with it, but I do know that you can do that with the Dime Toolshed. So if you have changed machine brands and you have a bunch of files, designs that are in another format, you might want to download that. If you've got other digitizing software, all of the major digitizing softwares do allow you to convert them. So with that being said, go sew something, make it a great afternoon. Can't wait to see people in class tomorrow with Carolyn from, or Christine, I'm sorry, it's Christine from Amalia Scott. You are in for a treat. I do have three of the manuals that we could put together kits for anybody that last minute. I have 3 spots left. Can't get it to you by tomorrow unless you can pick it up, but there are 3 spots left. If you think about it, you say, oh man, I want to do it. I think she's recording, and the recording will be available, I believe, for 30 days afterwards, so that you'll still be able to, participate. And I will be on. Got a special for everybody that shows up tomorrow. And then I will see the rest of you at 1 o'clock. So make it a great day. See you then.